Many people will tell you to expand your time horizon in order to live more peacefully and also to feel motivated to continue grinding. They will tell you to expand your time horizon, but they will not tell you how to do it. So this is what this video is for. I will tell you exactly how I expand my time horizon. So let's get started with the first method. Instead of telling yourself, I am bad and therefore no one will love me, or replace therefore no one will love me with anything else that you ruminate over, replace it with I am bad right now and that's okay. The right now and the and that's okay both have unique purposes. The right now reminds you that now is not forever, which we will discuss later, and that there is still enough time to improve. The and that's okay reminds you that you must act from your current position rather than denying it and thus not making progress. Let me explain what I mean by this. So, when you were sick and haven't trained for 6 months, let's say, you can no longer lat pull 120 kilograms. At least I cannot. No longer do so, I meant to say. I can no longer lat pull 120 kilograms. So I could either delude myself, because it's not acceptable to be weak, and try to pull 120 kilograms and fail like an idiot. Or I could admit, well, I was too sick to train for a year, so I should probably start at 30 kilograms again, and then work myself up from there once more. The thing is, when we are unwilling to accept where we currently are, we don't make the progress that we should be making because we convince ourselves that there's no progress to be made. We convince ourselves that we are smarter than we are, more enlightened than we are, stronger than we are, more advanced than we are. And this is wrong, because in order to make progress, we must restart exactly where we are. And this is why I say, and that's okay. Now, the second method means you replace I am bad with I am bad, so let me do 100 more things. Let me give it 100 more tries. You see, most people have no idea what trying looks like. They think that uploading 5 videos is trying. But guess what? In the last 5 years, I have uploaded approximately 600 videos, and I still haven't gotten quote-unquote lucky. And so I could worry about that I'm not good enough to make progress, or that I don't deserve progress, or that I'm not made for progress. Or I could just say, well, maybe I haven't gotten lucky, so let me just give it 100 more tries. It is a lot better to give things 100 more tries, because the universe doesn't care about your ego, whether you deserve something or not. It rather cares about how many tries you've given something. So it makes much more sense to remind yourself of that fact and to just do 10 or 100 times more, rather than to question yourself whether you are good enough or not. Chances are, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with you haven't tried enough. If you cannot count your tries in the hundreds, you do not know what trying looks like. Remember that the next time you feel uncertain whether you've deserved or seen enough progress. Now let's get to the third method of expanding your time horizon. It's to replace that sucks with that sucks right now. And so I must remember that now is not forever. You see, people have this tendency where they take the current moment and extrapolate it indefinitely. For instance, I am skinny right now, and so it will stay that way forever. I am single because no girl likes me, and so it will stay that way forever. I am broke, so it will stay that way forever. This is hard, so it will stay hard forever. But the thing is, it doesn't. Things change. There are hard times and there are easy times. And so, remind yourself that now is not forever in order to remember that things will get easier eventually. If you, of course, put in the actions and don't keep procrastinating all the time. Things will get better. Now is not forever. And so you may as well just continue grinding, because the grind is also not forever. Mine ended in 2023. I have not grinded in 2024 and 2025. And now I'm back to grinding. So everything has a rhythm. And let me tell you something else. Once the easy times arrive, there is a great chance you'll miss the difficult ones. And so you may as well just remind yourself that now is not forever in order to enjoy every single moment. Now I want to introduce two more concepts, which is the Mann filter. And it essentially says that at the age of 25 to 30, it's really going to show who has grinded and who has not. You see, in our youth, we have the problem that life is pretty much up to chance. That means it's a matter of chance whether you've been reinforced in kindergarten and thus become a popular kid, or whether you've not been reinforced in kindergarten and thus don't become a popular kid. And so, even in high school and in early adulthood, the people who have been reinforced have it better. But when we then zoom out to 25 or 30, this is no longer the case, because the cool kids who only talk to other cool kids will have worse social skills than someone who has been grinding on their social skills for 5 or 10 years. It's just a mathematical necessity that if the cool kid spends time with the other cool kids and only talks to, let's say, 100 or maybe even less, 50 people a year, that he will be worse than someone who talks to 1,000 or 2,000 people a year for 10 years straight. And the last year, ever since university started basically, I have talked to around 1,000 or 2,000 people. So that's about 5 or more people a day. I have talked to 5 or more people a day, and that improved my social skills monumentally so. But most cool kids that I know have not put in that grind, and thus they fall off. Give me a few more years and you'll see the difference, and the difference will be massive. There is a massive difference between talking to 2,000 people a year and 50 people a year. But the thing is, when you're still 18 or 20 or even 16, you don't see that. You only see that at 20 or 30. And so remember that things take time to compound. The final concept that I want to give you is that you can just think bigger. Instead of worrying about not having sufficient progress in a year, worry about not having sufficient progress in a life. That means instead of asking yourself, why haven't I made enough progress in 2 years of training? You ask yourself, what if I never quit training? What if I keep training for life? What if I keep training for the next 20 years? All of a sudden, those 2 years that you didn't see enough progress become irrelevant. And this is the beauty of expanding your time horizon. It brings you back to the present moment and reminds you that there is still enough progress to be made. It's kind of like the abundance mindset. When you have enough time to improve and enough potential to improve, life just gets beautiful. And so, before we end this video, I'd like to repeat everything that I've just said. So, Instead of saying, I am bad and therefore no one will love me, you say, I am bad right now and that's okay. If there was just one thing you remember from this video, it's this slogan, add right now and that's okay to your thoughts that make you insecure about your progress. You can replace that sucks, or you can replace I suck, I am bad at this thing, with I am bad at this thing, so let me give it 100 more tries. You can replace that thing sucks with that thing sucks, so let me remember that now is not forever. Now also remember the compound effect, that it takes time for things to compound, and also remember to think bigger. And so, my name's Girl. My goal is to inspire 10,000 good decisions, next to enriching myself, obviously. If this video helped you, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.